Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction, guys. Today, guys, I'm checking out Introducing Agent Mobius, is how you pronounce that, clip from Marvel Studios' Loki, of course, upcoming Disney Plus series for the MCU, and I cannot wait for Loki. I'm so excited for this show. I've loved the trailers. What I love most about it is the fact that it is not the Loki we've been following all these years up to Infinity War, of course, when he was killed by Thanos. This is the Loki from when in Endgame, when they went back, of course, to the 2012 Avengers timeline during the New York attack. And that Loki got a hold of the cube and was able to disappear. And I remember watching Endgame going, what in the fuck? And they finally explained, of course, at Comic-Con 2019, that's the Loki. This is the Loki we're following. So the Loki we've been following all these years after the events of the first Avengers film, nope, not that one at all. Which makes sense because that version's dead. But now we have a new version of Loki. So it's like all these things we remember of Loki after the events, of course, of the Avengers 2012, that's all gone pretty much, because now we're following this Loki, this one who had some development up to that point, but didn't have all these other appearances after the fact. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this. I cannot wait. And the fact, of course, the trailer's talking about splitting timelines, all that kind of stuff, and all this visual stuff they've been showing visually. I'm excited as hell for this. So here we go, guys. Let's get into now Introducing Agent Mobius. I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly. Clip. Let's get into it and see what they show us for Loki. Let's go. The elevator scene.
I'm Agent Mobius, by the way.
That's right.
Are you taking me somewhere to kill me? No, that's where you just were. I'm taking you someplace to talk.
Okay.
You don't like to talk, but you do like to lie, which you just did. Because we both know you love to talk.
Yeah.
Talkie. How long have you been here? I don't know, it's hard to say. You know, time passes differently here in the TVA. What does that mean? You'll catch up. So you're part of the TVA's courageous and dedicated workforce. Yes. You were created by the Timekeepers. Yep. To protect the sacred timeline. Correct.
And you broke it.
Is that funny? The idea that your little club decides the fate of trillions of people across all of existence at the behest of 3 space lizards. Yes, it's funny. It's absurd. Well, you didn't like to talk.
Okay. So if you saw my Black Widow clip reaction released last night during the MTV Awards or whatever, I think this one was as well because they released pretty much back to back. I felt like overall it was decent. I've seen a lot of that stuff. What I like more about this clip than that one is that this one just kind of like giving a little more detail, a little more info about, you know, what's going on here, because the TVA, or what, as they're explaining there about the timeline, like, he broke the timeline. He's completely broke it, because you were supposed to be captured and you escaped and you're now in a completely different area. So I feel like, I wonder how they're going to explain it, because maybe they'll explain it to where, since he disappeared at that point in the timeline during the Avengers event during New York 2012, when I say the Avengers, the film itself, that they can't just put him back. So they have to find so maybe the whole point is to find a way to put him back at that point. But I think they've already said they're doing a Loki season 2. So maybe maybe there's like a long form plan about how he cannot go back. I'm not really sure. But what I like about this, of course, we have Owen Wilson. I never would have thought he'd be in the MCU. Here he is. Talkie. That was a good part. But the whole thing about, I thought you didn't like talking. That was a good callback to earlier in the scene, because like literally he's like, I don't like to talk. And then he's just rambling on about the TVA and the timeline, all that kind of stuff, and trillions of people. And it's like, I thought you didn't like to talk. So that's a good little foot. And the fact that he's like, no, you love to lie, and that's what you just did. I like the fact that Agent Mobius, which I'm glad I got the name right, because I'm like, Morbius? Like, no, it's Mobius, but it's close to Morbius. How he knows, I'm assuming he knows a lot about Loki. He just knows. He knows a lot of stuff. I mean, I would assume that Loki is known by a lot of people. I mean, that needs to be in the know. And I'm guessing with the timeline and everything and the TVA here, they need to know who he is specifically. Or maybe they got all the information from him because they discovered he broke the timeline, because he wasn't supposed to escape. And he did, creates a whole mess of problems. So we'll have to wait and see on that, because I remember the Ancient One talking about breaking the timeline and all that kind of stuff in Endgame. So the fact is, this actually happened. this actually happens. So I don't know. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this show because, I mean, like I said, WandaVision. No, actually, I did that in a version where I fucked up the intro, I think. But I really loved WandaVision because of how different it was in terms of introducing this reality she created, all that kind of stuff. I like the fact that this is dealing with timelines and stuff. It's like it's a unique approach. So, what you guys think of the introducing Agent Mobius clip for Loki? I'm excited as hell for Loki. I'm curious to know your thoughts, guys. Whatever thoughts you have, let me know in the comment section below, guys. Comment section below. That's what I'm going to say. Comment section below. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.